My name is Helen Patton, and I'm an Advisory Chief Information Security Officer here at Cisco Secure. And in my role, I get to meet with CISOs around the world in multiple industries, multiple locations, and multiple sized companies. And I learn about what they're doing in security, and I help them with that. So that's my role. There's a number of reasons why cyber threats are becoming more common and more dangerous. We have adversaries who have access to technology that allow them to commoditize cyber threats. So what I mean by that is it's really cheap to be a cyber criminal these days. And the tools they have are often automated. So yes, there are still directed and targeted threats that are affecting certain industries, certain critical infrastructure industries or healthcare or other industries with interesting kinds of information. So there is still targeted threats, but there's also just opportunistic threats. There is the fact that you're on the internet, that you have an internet presence, that you're online, makes you a target. And what we're also seeing is that those threats are now being more consequential when you're on the receiving end of them. So it used to be that someone would steal your data, and you certainly had compliance concerns around that and privacy concerns around that. But what's happening now is your data is being compromised and your systems are being affected, and so you can not work. Your ability to continue operations is impacted. And so the dangers are more common, they're cheaper for the adversaries to use, and the impact of them is worse. And that's what's happening at the moment. We're all feeling it. All industries, all sized companies, all locations, we're all feeling it. This is where the Essential 8 can help. The Essential 8 is a list of recommendations from the Australian government that is designed to help companies protect themselves from cyber threats. Once a company begins by implementing the Essential 8, they can continue the security journey by using zero trust principles to mature the security program and incorporate security into the day-to-day of their organisation. So what is zero trust? It used to be that when you came into the office and logged on to your company-owned machine, the fact that you were in the office on a company-owned machine meant that we would give you access to whatever you asked for. It was called the castle and moat philosophy. Well, now that everyone's working from home and all their assets are applications that are in the cloud and they're everywhere all the time, this concept of you're in the office and you're on our network doesn't apply anymore. So we introduce a zero trust philosophy, which means we have to explicitly trust who you are, the device you're on, whether you are trustworthy before we give you access to an asset. This is a new way of thinking about security, but it is very much in tune with this post-COVID world of hybrid work and how we live today. You might ask why you would think about implementing zero trust as part of your Essential 8 journey. The Essential 8 are controls that help you manage the security of your devices or the security of your people or the security of certain kinds of applications in your environment. What zero trust brings to the table is a way of controlling access to all of those things so that it works in concert with the Essential 8 controls and really helps minimize the risk that you've missed a certain part of your environment or a certain part of the controls that need to be implemented. So it's a way of having defense in depth in your security environment by adding zero trust to your Essential 8 environment. Also consider adding in zero trust controls. Why? Because it's hard to make sure that you've got your Essential 8 controls in place everywhere in your environment. But with zero trust added over the top, you can make sure you've got as much defense in depth as you need. Cisco has a long history of dealing with zero trust, both for itself and for its customers and partners. No matter what kind of technology stack you have, whether you're mostly on-premise or whether you're almost in the cloud, we have solutions and capabilities that can help you on your journey. For companies looking to begin their zero trust or Essential 8 journey, a piece of advice. Find a partner like Truist that can be on the journey with you. It is going to take effort, but start where you are, have a plan, and continue. It will be worth the effort.